my gosh, can't even get to the right screen.
We're
live. I know we are, but I don't know where my page is at.
Oh my gosh, you lost your pages.
Yes.
It'll be fine. It's just in a foreign language.
Oh.
Are you serious? Is it in a foreign language?
No, it's not. It was right here in front of me the whole darn time.
Oh my gosh.
I thought it was Canva was open because the beautiful artwork that's there.
Oh yeah. No, this is us.
Oh. Christopher Lockler is here for Beards for Beds. Gosh, this is going to be a really exciting interview. We're going to talk a lot about the bearded villains of Western North Carolina.
No, just Western Carolina.
No.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, if you look at the picture, there's an N there.
Oh, there is. Good job.
Yeah.
You did it.
I was the guy that did the research for this, so.
Gosh, I'm really gonna be leaning on you tonight.
Well, no, you're not, because you know about the competition part. I'm gonna ask questions all about bearded villain stuff. So
let's get going.
Let's do it.
Oh, hey, what's going on, everybody in Talking Beards world? This is episode number 213 of the live show. This is episode number 291 of the podcast. My name is Aaron D. Johnston. I am on this side of the screen, and tonight we're going to talk to Heather's cousin or brother, Chris Locklear from the Western Carolina Bearded Villains, or the Western North Carolina Bearded Villains. I don't know. We're going to find out, because
that was my joke.
There was I stole it.
It's like you stole my hat too.
Well, I don't know. I got a hat on. So tonight's going to be one of those episodes. I just have that feeling. So everybody just get buckled up and get ready for some bouncing around, because I think that's what this one's going to be like. Go ahead, Scott.
Strap in. I'm Scott Sikora, everyone. Welcome to Talking Beards, Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. That's where you are. That's what we're doing. We got lots of great people in here. So why I got everyone's attention, make sure you guys go over to talkingbeards.com. You can find out more about the show there. You can watch the show live. If I did it, I will have to do it when you're talking here, but you can watch the show live in a few minutes once I get everything all set up here on the website.
Alan D. Eckert's here.
Yeah, there we go. We got lots of people pop in. Oh my God, Corey. Scott's face is a joke. Really?
Wow, Corey coming in hot.
We're gonna ban you, but
you're banned now.
Banned.
You're banned.
If you want to make dumb, stupid comments like Corey just did, you got to go over either to our Facebook page or our YouTube page. You can participate in the chat room there. But like I said, if you want to just go straight up and watch the show and not have to worry about making your own posts and stuff like that, Western North Carolina.
You were right.
See?
Oops. Well, it's the Carolina Villains is their 501(c). So that is where the discrepancy inside my brain. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Charlie Star Johansson is here.
Wow, that's a name I haven't heard.
I saw him this last weekend, and he was just telling me how much he's like a huge Kyle Busch fan now because he drives a Chevrolet. Huge. Kyle Busch. He loves Kyle Busch now. Loves it. He's probably going to get on here and say he doesn't, but he does. He loves Kyle Busch.
Hey, this isn't NASCAR talk.
Oh, sorry. This isn't talking NASCAR. That's a different show.
That's completely different show. But yeah, so go over to talkingbeards.com. And also when you are thinking about buying some new products, always got to go to honestamish.com. Make sure you guys use the promo code Talking Beards and you'll get 15% off your order, like $5,000 worth of stuff, you're going to get 15% off. And you went over that $35 mark
That's
for
pretty
free
good.
shipping.
You should do that. You should get on there and order $10,000 worth of stuff. Just imagine how much money you'll save if you get on there and buy like $50,000 worth of soap.
But you'll get 15% off. That's ridiculous.
The more you spend, the more you save. I mean,
know,
really, it's pretty smart.
It's math, man. It's math.
Boom, math.
And make sure you guys go over to thebeardcalendar.com. If you guys have a beard competition that you want to promote, make sure you go over to thebeardcalendar.com, submit it over there. But tonight we're going to be talking about May's beard calendar.
It's gonna be May.
Look at that.
Look at that. My gosh.
Love it. So stay tuned. Later in the show, we will be ending the show out on May's beard calendar announcements. So stick around for that. And so what's up, Aaron?
The ceiling right now, but dumb. Can we talk about this art, or are we gonna talk about it later?
Oh, we can talk about it right now. So you start telling it as I got to get this other thing.
Yeah. So Scott was like, we were getting ready for the show, and we were super prepared. We've been done with all this stuff like hours and hours ago. We didn't get done in a minute before the show. Anyway, so he was like, so I'm gonna make the May beard calendar art. What should I make it? I was like, Justin Timberlake, because it's gonna be May pretty soon. Anyway, so then he was like, what color should May be? And I said, yellow. And Natalie said, pink. So this is the art in which Scott Sakura came up with. So if you look at it very closely, there is logs or sticks in a lake. So it's like timber.
We're floating in a lake.
Yeah, timber in a lake. Yeah, so Timberlake right there. Yeah, he's an idiot.
But the best part is I'm not the idiot. You're the idiot because you didn't get it. And I
didn't at first. I was just looking. He was like, all right, are you ready for this art? And he put it up there. And I was like, what? Oh, and then I laughed hysterically for 32 minutes. And then we got behind on stuff on the show. But anyway, we're here now. We're ready to go. And what is up? Not much. I'm home. We were in Leadington, Missouri last weekend, and this upcoming weekend we'll be in Richmond, Virginia for the Mid-Atlantic Beard and Stash Championships presented by Honest Amish. So we talked to Chad last week, and if you want to find out about this event at RVA, I think it's their 9th annual. Yeah, so listen to last week's episode and you'll learn all about it. But this week we have a new guest that's ever been on the show, so that's super fun. We're gonna be talking about Beards for Beds 2023 coming up in a few minutes. Do you have it all? Whatever you were doing, is it prepared?
Yeah. So now if you just go over to talkingbeards.com, the show.
There you go. So now if you want to go to talkingbeards.com, the show's on there now. So man, we got a bunch of people in the chat.
This is good.
Here we go. So who we got? Howdy, fellas. We got Jeff Ray. We got Alan D. Eckert. We got the Bearded Villains of Western North Carolina. So remember when I told you it was Western North Carolina earlier, and you're like, no, it's just Western Carolina? See, I was right.
Is anyone from the southwestern Bearded Villains?
The Bearded Villains of South Carolina, northeastern
we have
side.
Western North Carolina now.
Look at that.
Yeah, they're all coming in all over the place.
All of them. They're all coming in.
Oh, my gosh. So, Courtney's here. C. Ortney made it.
C. Ortney. My gosh.
Wow.
See, everybody's wanting to check out Heather Locklear's cousin tonight. So,
wow. Well, maybe we should let's just get to it. Because, I mean, the people are here. The people have spoken.
The people have spoken. They want to see Heather's cousin.
Yeah.
Or brother. We'll find out. Are you ready, Scott?
I've been ready.
Let's go. Let's just get this guest thing rolling. So tonight, we have Mr. Chris Locklear from Heather Locklear fame. He is part of the Western
I bet you Bearded Villains
Dadgummit. The Bearded Villains of Western North Carolina. I think that's right. And Beards for Beds is coming up May 6th at 4 p.m. at the Hangar, 1819 in Greensboro, North Carolina. So there you go. We want to see Chris Buddha Locklear. What's up, man? How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well, everyone. How are you guys doing?
Man, you really brought the troops in tonight. We got lots of people checking you out tonight. Woo, Chris says Melina.
A bunch of new people. We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, everybody that doesn't usually watch Talking Beards. This is Talking Beards, and we do this every week. So, if you like what you see, or if you don't, you can still come back and watch us next week. It'll be different, maybe.
We'll tell you all about the really cool competitions that are coming up, just like the Beards for Beds. Pardon me. I was like, we're gonna start giving beds to everyone that has a beard.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so let's just get into that. Where did the name of this event come from?
So as it is a bunch of bearded guys getting together and raising money to put beards in homes for kids and elderly and people with developmental issues as well through the let me make sure I got the name correct. I don't want to mess it up. Baptist Children's Home of North Carolina.
So the name of your event is tied in with your charity.
Yes.
That makes sense. I didn't know, like Scott was saying, I didn't know if we were just like a bunch of bearded people getting in bed. This is going to be like a weird new thing, but hey, it could be the new thing. Everybody just get in bed and see what happens.
That'll be on our calendar for next year.
Sweet. There you go.
Very
Everybody
cool.
just beards and beds. And you're in North Carolina, so no one wears shirts there. Right.
I mean, we have to tell them to before they go into the business, but most of the time, walking down the street, no shirt.
No shirt, just twisting it around their head like a helicopter.
That's where that sign came from. No shirts, no shoes, no service.
A bunch of North Carolina people.
Hey, look who it is.
Oh my gosh.
Do it.
I forgot already. Big Papa Bougie. That's what it is. Dadgummit.
All right.
All right. So Chris, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, as far as it goes, I am a bearded villain, member of the Western North Carolina chapter. I've been a villain since 2020. And so this will actually be the first Beards for Beds that I've been a part of. So I'm really looking forward to bringing it out to the public to get the community involved and have a good time.
So how did you get involved with the Bearded Villains?
It just so happens I'd kind of been at a few local beard competitions, had a little bit of fun, was chucking it up, went to one of our fellow chapters here in North Carolina, the Beard and Mustache Club of North Carolina Greensboro chapter, had hosted their competition. And while I was there, I got picked up by the Bearded Villains, started my journey with them, and have been enjoying it ever since.
Nice.
So what's the allure of the Bearded Villains? Like we've had this discussion many times before on the show where we kind of talk about there's different types of clubs like all over the United States. There's like just regular clubs, then there's like Bearded Villains, and there's Sinners, then there's the Mob. There's all these like weird, not like weird
factions, kind of.
Yeah, different groups of different types of people in these all over the country. But what was it about like the Bearded Villains that you found like the most captivating, that you were like, I want to go and be a bearded villain instead of like a mob guy or something like that?
So for me, it was actually the mission statement. So I went home after being approached, and I looked up the website and looked up the Brotherhood itself. And in the mission statement, they talk about treating everyone, no matter their race, their creed, their sexuality, no matter what it is, with respect. And that is a big thing for me. I feel like Bearded Villains can set a model for bringing civility back.
Nice.
Yeah, that is definitely true. That's really cool. I like that. So what kind of stuff like it sets you guys apart from other clubs? Like what is there any like types of events or gatherings that you guys do specifically that set you apart from different villain clubs?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, as far as it goes, the Bearded Villains is probably the largest beard club out there. Have 100+ chapters in about 30 countries. So we're worldwide. We actually do major mega events. So I'll be actually having the East Coast meet will be here in North Carolina, Charlotte. That'll be later this year. That's going to be a big one. And myself, I'm headed to Belgium for our world meet in August. So we do worldwide meets, and we do regional ones that are more than just your local chapter or your local states, it's big. It gets really rowdy, really fun.
Talk a little bit about the school supply initiative that you guys do. What's that all about? Because I see that's something that you guys are currently like working on right now. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm glad to. So for the past several years, our co-captain Gib he's been pushing for us to get larger and larger on these school supplies. And we started off fairly small. We arranged to get, I would say maybe a handful of items to a school to just one teacher. Then the next year we had enough to really supply the school itself. And then we were actually partnering with our local school board. And our goal is to fill 1,000 backpacks for this year. So we actually have a wish list on any member of our chapter. If you go to their Instagram page, you'll find a link to go to our wish list and help us fill that 1,000 backpacks.
How did you get hooked up with that initiative? Like, how did it be like, did like a teacher reach out to like one of your members and was like, hey, like I need some stuff. Could you guys help? Or did you guys hear it from someone? Like how does that whole thing start and how do you get to filling 1,000 backpacks now? Like, I mean, literally, as you say, you did one classroom and then the next year it was like exploded. So how does it start? Where does the seed get planted?
So that's another reason why I'm so glad to be a part of the chapter I am. We have some exceptional members, and we all strive to find ways to engage in our community. So Gibbard reached out to a friend of his, if I remember correctly, who happens to be a teacher, and asked her, hey, what can we do to help you and help your students? And so it went from there, and that's pretty much how we like to get a lot of our charities going. We just think of, hey, let me look around my community and see what can be done. And we do it.
Now, I know that we're here to talk about the beards for why do I want to
beards
keep
for beds?
Beds for
Beds for beards.
I don't know. Sorry, because I was more enthralled, like, you know, as we Aaron, yes.
Before we get off the subject, how close are y'all to filling those 1,000 backpacks?
Not gonna lie, we've been a little bit focused on the event. So
Okay.
we really haven't gotten the ball rolling very far yet on that.
And that's you're trying to get it done for the next school year. So that'll be like an initiative throughout the entire summer.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll be sure to post links and also help with promoting that for you guys too. So hopefully some of the people that are watching here that are normal people, if they're interested, they can look it up and we'll give them resources to help you guys out. But anyways, as I said, I know we're here to talk about this competition, but as I was preparing for this episode and always loving to have new people on that we've never had before, just kind of getting to know them a little bit more, but also the group that they're with, just because, like I said, the Villains is kind of a mysterious group in the beard community because they are very, they tend to be Instagram related as opposed to Facebook related with information.
And you're all the Bearded Villain events are always incredibly hard to find information for the beard calendar, but I try. Yeah. I've got some connections and I can get some information, so I may pick your brain from time to time now on, but yeah, go ahead, Scott.
But yeah, so getting back to community and searching for moments or people or situations that need help. Last year, you guys traveled to Florida. I believe it was October, correct? And you guys were doing some relief for Hurricane Ian. Talk about how, number one, that all came about, and then number two, about the whole process, and three, the results.
Okay, so that actually was me. That wasn't my chapter. That was me joining another organization called Team Rubicon Disaster Response.
Oh, all right.
This is a veteran-led organization that goes out and helps communities after disaster. But it's I think it is a good example of what Bearded Villains are. Like I said, you know, we go out, we find needs in a community, and for me, it happens to be that I joined the Red Cross and Team Rubicon as a disaster responder. Whereas I have other members who they get involved in local child care organizations and help them maintain their gardens and their playgrounds and that sort of thing. So amongst our group, we will go out and do things as groups, but our individuals are so strong that they can go out on their own and make a huge impact on their community as well.
All right. So how did you end up there though? Like did someone call you and like, hey, we need help, come down here, and you just went, or you saw an ad, or how did that whole thing fall into place?
So it's pretty crazy. For me, I joined Red Cross long before I ever joined Team Rubicon. And with Red Cross, only do local disaster response. So I started talking about I want to do more. I want to get more involved in the front line, sandbags, standing out in a hurricane kind of nonsense. And that's when I heard about Team Rubicon, and that's what they do. They are the out there in the sandbags, wading through water kind of guys. And so they have a whole national organization, a very large organization that I actually absolutely recommend anybody look into, but especially veterans looking for a new purpose in life after retirement. Check them out. There's a role for everybody who's involved.
Yeah, that can speak, for a lot of people that watch this show and stuff like that. That'd be something for a lot of people to get involved with. That's a huge thing.
Yeah, and especially the veteran side too, because there are a lot of veterans that watch the show, and a lot of events that we cover are trying to help different types of veteran type of organizations, be it either like PTSD or mental health, or this is even a different faction of that too, which is really cool. So how do you have such a big heart, man? Look at this guy.
Well, to be honest, I was a bit of a jerk and an a-hole for many years of my life. And one day it kind of dawned on me. Well, I won't say one day it dawned on me. Through some real effort and finally seeing the effect my lifestyle had on my mother, really, what said, I got to change things. And I look around the world and I say, hey, you know what? I got it pretty good. And there's a lot of people much worse off than I am. And I can help. It's no real hardship for me to spend some time to help somebody lift themselves up.
I mean, that's awesome, man.
Yeah. I mean, we met your mother briefly before the show, and your mom said the smartest thing I think I ever heard a mom say. She goes, boy, that Scott guy is the most handsome host of talk.
Wow. And something happened to his mic. Weird. Dang, it didn't break quick enough, but you got enough of it out. But yeah, your mom was going on about how good looking I was earlier. So that was pretty good. We like your mom.
She's at home watching right now, laughing it up.
Hey, Mom. Thanks for saying I was super hot and Scott wasn't.
A humanitarian at heart. That's what Gibbs says.
There you go. All right. So let's get into the reason you are here. We already found out that you're a super great guy and your mom thinks I'm hot. So that's important information. But you have a competition coming up May 6th. You want to tell us a little bit? Where do we want to start? You want to start with the venue?
Absolutely. So May 6th, it's going to be in downtown Greensboro at the Hangar. Now, let me make sure I get the number right here because it's always slightly wrong. 1819. So the Hangar, 1819 on Spring Garden in Greensboro.
Such a good year.
Indeed. It's a great place. It's actually changed ownership recently, and the new owner is dedicated to making sure it is a safe and inviting place in downtown Greensboro for people to come and have a good time.
Downtown Greensboro is super cool. So I'm glad it's like downtown Greensboro. That's super nice. How many of these events have y'all done?
So I honestly can't really remember. I want to say this is the fourth, okay. But all of the previous ones happened prior to the pandemic and prior to myself being involved. Okay. So I'm not 100% certain on that.
And you touched on the charity a little bit at the very beginning. Do you want to kind of talk about that a little bit more?
Absolutely. So the Baptist Children's Home in North Carolina was actually founded just down the street in Thomasville. It's been around for, 130 years. And they provide a lot more than just foster care and adoption setup as well. They do elderly care, and they do care for intellectual and developmental people as well. So they do quite a bit to help out quite a few people. So we're more than glad to be partnered with them to help raise a little bit of money, help them with their payroll, and keep them going. I mean, it's a worthwhile organization for sure.
And you can go over to their website, the bchfamily.org, and then you can donate. You can get involved. There's a lot of stuff that you can do over there on their website, and I definitely linked it before. It's in the show notes. Go ahead, Scott.
Apparently, if you're applying for a job and you need a referral, you can direct them to this website and they'll give you a referral for a job.
Make a referral, and then you can get a job, probably.
Who knows?
I think this is something else.
Oh,
yeah, it's something more important, Scott.
Sorry, my bad. How did you guys? How did you guys get hooked up with them? Like, how did that whole process happen?
Again, so I get to brag on one of my members, our captain, Chris Garcia. So his mother, they were kicking around ideas. Who could they raise money for that would be a worthwhile organization to be involved with? And so he did his due diligence, did some research, found this organization, and he was quite glad to make them a part of our efforts.
Go ahead.
How involved are they in this process? Like with you guys, like you guys were like, hey, call them up and be like, hey, we want to do a fundraiser for you guys. They're like, cool, we want to be involved, or what? So what's their involvement in this whole thing? Is someone going to be at the venue, kind of, with the table talking about what's going on and stuff? I'm assuming, because usually that's what happens with these things, but have they also been promoting the event as well?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. So we've been kind of fragmented. We had a boss event, and he's kind of given us each our own roles. So I have my roles, and I'm pretty much just focused on those. I really couldn't tell you on that one. That would be for our sponsor guy. So
that's
Aaron,
someone else.
What he's saying is he's buttering his own rolls.
Yeah, he is buttering his own rolls.
I got so many great ones tonight. I just love it.
You've got a lot of something tonight. That is for sure.
A lot of FBI in my blood. I can't talk about it though.
You can't talk about the FBI, Scott.
Nope. Shh. Zip lip.
So let's say we actually do this independently for them. There you go.
That's cool.
And Big Papa Bougie says I like buttered rolls.
We try to give a little bit of this and that to everyone to make everyone happy here tonight at Talking Beards.
Gosh, you're so good.
Part of our job.
So we have a charity, we have a venue. What time's this thing going to kick off on Saturday?
So we are hoping, how these things go. We're hoping to get it kicked off at 4 p.m. And then just pretty much roll through the night, have a good time, and it'll actually close out with 2 bands.
Okay. Who are these 2 bands?
So we have the Holy Rollers and Sleepless Denver are going to be closing it out for us.
Okay. Those local bands to Greensboro?
Well, I know that Sleepless Denver is coming out of Danville, Virginia for us.
Okay, cool.
Honestly, can't remember where Holy Rollers comes from, but they're fairly local as well.
I'd call them Sleepless Virginia.
And and they're going to play after the competition, or are they going to play like a intermission, or how's that going to work with the bands?
So we're planning on due to these things can always be flexible, right? So we have them lined up to be afterwards. That way, once we get done with the competition, everybody can hang out, kind of relax. Our guys themselves are going to be quite busy. So this will be the chance for them to kick back, say hello to all their friends that came out to see us, and of course have some great music while we're doing it.
That makes sense, because all your guys are going to be working the event, and they won't be able to just hang out. So that gives them the opportunity, like you said, just to kind of hang out and have a good time at the end of the night. So that makes a lot of sense.
Now, category wise, what do you guys have? Do you have anything like super fun planned, or is it basically the general categories that you would find at normal competition?
So we have most of the standard categories you expect. We're going to start off with 2 of my favorites, which are going to be the Whiskerinas and the Junior Beardos. And then we're going to go into styled mustache, then your full beards with styled mustache. And then you'll get into your standard, your groom, your freestyle, and then your size categories going along the way.
I have a question.
Uh-oh. I know where this question's going.
Why did the bearded villains hate partial beards? What's the deal with that?
Well, there is actually a requirement with bearded villains. If you're going to call yourself bearded, you got to have a beard. Not a goatee, not some chops. sorry, but it's beards.
So, but you could have a whaler and be a bearded villain because it still goes ear to ear, right?
Ear to ear. Yep, absolutely. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a big fan personally of the Whalers, but hey,
Smart. No one is.
No
Everybody
one likes
hates
a
whalers.
whaler. I love this. Yeah. As Gibbs says, full beard, ear to ear.
There you go.
Yeah, man, no one likes a whaler. They should just be banned from the bearding community.
So was that category in there? Is there
there he does have groomed beard, but not
the whaler is under the groomed beard.
So whalers are not allowed at the event either. Well, that's pretty smart. Just keep the whalers just as far away from everybody as possible. Not having a mustache is weird.
I find that statement right there hard to believe that we never actually have a big turnout for Partlet.
It's because you don't have a category for them.
I mean, Aaron and I were going to totally come, and then it's
but
like,
not now.
We can't.
I mean, maybe.
And as Douglas Cameron says, whalers are gross.
See, whalers are gross.
And most of the time, best in show is always a goatee, but
everybody knows that. I mean, it's in the name. Greatest of all time.
I mean, this is just what we know from like just covering all of the beard competitions all over the world. I mean, just saying. But if that's what the bearded villains like, then that's what it works for them. I mean, every club or every organization can have their own rules and stipulations. That's totally up to whatever. I mean, and it's the choice of the members to either participate or not. So.
And this is the smartest thing Big Papa Bougie's ever said. He said chops are definitely stupid. We can all agree with that one. Chops are the worst, and then whalers are a close second to the worst. But goatees are the greatest of all time. Everybody knows that. And
Steven says you can still come to the show and support, which is absolutely true. We always encourage everyone of every style, and just because we also have a bunch of new watchers tonight and new people checking out the show. It's just a big joke.
That's it.
We all love each other. We all respect each other. It's just this kind of like little infight that we have between the dumb Sea Hops guys and the dumb whalers.
So what the actually happens is a lot of the competitions that we go to, they just lump goatees, chops, and whalers all in the same category. And the goatees just always just kick the crap out of chops and whalers because, well, I mean, everybody knows those are the dumbest categories, but we're just joking. Yeah. We're just joking that, it's not our fault that, people just constantly say that, chops are stupid. That's not our fault.
It's fun banter that a bunch of friends, like we just started doing this years ago and it's just kind of steamrolled and everyone kind of joins in because it's a teasing thing. It's like, anyways, let's get back to your competition. Enough about us and our dumb things that we do on our free time.
Yeah. So you did your categories. So who's going to be judging this event?
All right. So we actually have 3 judges at this event. One of which is going to be Alex Vander Hayden. I hope I'm saying it correctly. He's the social media chairman for the Bearded Mustache Club of North Carolina, Greensboro chapter. Cool. So one of our fellow clubs right here in town.
Nice.
And I got to tell you, those guys are awesome. We're glad to have them be a part of this.
Yeah, we love those guys.
Oh, yeah. And then second, we'll have James Pemberton of the Holy City Beard and Mustache Society out of Charleston, South Carolina.
Never heard of them.
So up there.
Yeah, pretty good. You're keeping the kind of close beard clubs, keeping them involved.
Absolutely. And then the last one, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit partial towards this last one. She happens to be my personal stylist, so she's probably ashamed of what I got going on today, but forgive me. Her name's going to be Lauren Deaton from Hairplay in Archdale, North Carolina.
Cool. So that's your personal hairstylist, huh?
Mm-hmm. And she's fantastic. So anybody who's coming through wants to get a quick top off, I say go check her out.
Do you let Laura trim your beard too?
Oh yeah, absolutely. She spends more time trying to find a reason to get in there than she does my hair. So definitely top notch on beard care.
Nice.
That's when you know you're with the right stylist.
Look at that. James Pemberton has popped in. Look, one of your judges right there. What's up, James?
Wow.
Doug
Look at him. He looks so good.
James,
it's been a while since we've seen James.
Yeah. Well, good. That's some pretty good judges panel. I like that you only did 3 judges. Like some of these competitions have 7, 8, 9 judges, and man, just keep it simple. And that's my motto, man. Just keep it simple. 3 judges is really all you need.
Yeah, I mean, for us, keeping it simple is pretty much a necessity, really. It's going to be our first competition since COVID, so we're definitely getting our feet back under us.
I think it'll be a pretty good turnout. I believe that.
All right. So one thing that needs to be addressed, and you have this in your information, is you need to buy tickets from your Linktree. Tickets are $20 with fees, but there will be a $5 surcharge for people under 18. There are group discounts for up to 8 people, and kids 12 and under are free. But here's the clincher. Tickets will not be sold at the door, and you will be directed to the online link to purchase a ticket prior to entry of the event. So make sure you guys get this all done before you guys try to attend the event. Now, is that just straight up for registration?
No, so that's for ticket sales itself. So part of the vendor requirement is that we have this online marketplace for tickets. So yes, when you come to the door, you will not be able to buy right then and there from us. You will be directed to go, on your phone, of course, and purchase the ticket through the online store. And we're also going to be doing registration online as well. So we do hope that anybody who's wishing to compete will register ahead of the time. But we will be making, efforts to get people who walk up to register as well.
All right. And we will have a link to that in the notes for the show notes and YouTube and the podcast and all that stuff. So if you listen to this and you're hearing this right now, just go click the show notes and there'll be a link to the Linktree, and you can go to that and sign up, buy tickets, whatever you need to do, register, all that stuff. Just try to make things as easy as possible for everyone that's checking this out and who are interested in attending.
What time will the doors be? The competition starts at 4, or is the doors at 4?
I believe it is going to be the doors at 4.
Okay, so you'll have an hour or so to get registered and whatnot, and then the actual competition will get started.
And for anybody who's curious, and I'm going to be walking up and down downtown Greensboro for a little while before the event, all decked out in my costume I have for the event. Getting people interested in dragging them to the door last minute, if need be, just because I want more people to get involved and have a good time with us.
Heck yeah.
And then we have Gibbs Woodworking, who is piping in here, and he says that the competition awards are being donated by Gibbs Woodworking LLC. So, what can you tell us about these? What's the awards? Do you know what they look like? Have you seen them, or is it going to be a big surprise for you and everyone?
Well, so I've seen a sneak peek, and I know a little bit about them. Now, your second and third place, those are pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie. I think people are going to be real jealous when they see the first place prizes for this one, because it's not a plaque you're going to put on the wall or metal to hang around your neck. It's going to be something very unique and very useful to anyone who gets one.
You heard it here first. New cars for everyone who wins first place.
New cars. But I may, in about 2 seconds, I may have a sneak peek at the second place trophy.
Technology is just
man.
Amazing.
Technology's wild.
While Aaron's doing that, here's another question for you. Are you guys doing a raffle? Any kind of raffle or anything?
We're definitely doing raffles. So that has been a part of my role for this event, is getting together donated items for the raffle. And I got to tell you, I'm definitely learning on my feet quick with this one. But yes, we will be doing raffles. There's going to be some prizes ranging from small to rather large items donated to us by either members or businesses. And our goal is to do a raffle in between each category to give competitors a time to gussy up and get to the stage and, have a little bit of drink before they get up on stage. And so we'll space it out throughout the night, but there will be some pretty cool ones in there for sure.
Can you tell us what's the best one you feel like you've gotten, or what's one that you're super excited that you think people are going to be excited about? Let's get the people excited. Let's give them something to get excited about, other than the fact that they're coming to help and they're going to a really cool beard competition. But real quick, Aaron.
You ready for this? I got some trophy sneak peeks. So here's second and third place. They look very similar. Very nice wood plaques.
That does not look like a car, though.
You ready for first place?
Oh my gosh, a car.
I got a peek of first place. Oh, not a car. But there you go. So some cool homemade trophies that you can get May 6th. Go ahead, Scott Score.
All right. Yeah. So, anyways, back to what you feel that might be a good raffle item that might suck maybe a couple people that are watching tonight. That's not a car. Yes. Anyways, go ahead, Chris.
So as far as it goes, I personally donated a few of my antique mustache signs. That'll be up for raffle as well. It was funny as we were talking about, Whiskerinas and Junior Beardos. Well, a lot of people don't know about those categories. So one of the things we're going to put up is some of those knitted beards and hat sets so that they can get involved in the next one maybe. And we have one from a local business that one of our members works at. Little John's Tattoo and Piercing is giving us a $200 certificate. So I'm not going to lie, I'm probably going to throw in a few tickets on that one myself.
That's cool. Yeah, it's always great when you get these very generous businesses that donate stuff, and especially in times now when a lot of businesses are struggling and the country's kind of changing and everyone's struggling financially. To get such nice business owners that are willing to give stuff like that, especially with something like that, that's a lot of time invested in $200 when it comes to stuff like that. So someone's really given a lot of their time to, try to help you guys raise some good funds for a great cause this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And we are super grateful for all the donations we've received. And I've still got a few more weeks, so we'll be adding some more to it as well, for sure.
Well, I'll bring some stuff with me as well if you'd like. We've got
a car,
plenty of stuff here. Yeah, brand new car. Yeah, might be this big, but it'll be a brand new car.
Robert tuned in. He's like, "What comp is this?"
Yeah, this is the Beards for Beds competition, May 6th. It's this one. Rim job. It's this one right here coming up. But not you. You're not Rim Job. That's someone else. He loves that nickname. It's his favorite thing that everybody started calling him Rim Job Rob. See?
Yep. Well, and it's not what you think. It was putt golf fun.
Yeah. It was putt golf related. It wasn't, normal Rim Job related. It was G related. But it's funny to say because most people don't know it's G related because it doesn't sound like it. And that's probably his favorite part, especially his girlfriend. She loves it when they go to events and everyone's yelling that. She's thrilled.
Yeah, we tend to give people a lot of really bad nicknames. Right, Ian?
Ian, yeah. So Ian's here. Big Papa Bougie's here. He also just recently got his hot new nickname that he loves so much. So, you too. Well, you've already got a nickname, so we can't even mess with your nickname. But we said that you're related to Heather Locklear, so that's pretty good.
Well, as far as it goes, so anybody from North Carolina knows, anytime a Locklear sees another Locklear, it's, "What's up, cuz?"
So you are Heather Locklear's cousin.
Well, Locklear think we're all related, so sure.
Hell yeah. We've got a celebrity on the show. This is amazing.
This is really turned out to be the best interview I think we've had all year. So
well, I'm glad to do that.
Yeah, man, you did a good job.
Dude, you really brought your game tonight. This is great. So much great information about the villains. You gave really awesome information about the competition. So for anyone that's just joining us now and as we're kind of wrapping up, why don't you just give us a last wrap up of everything so everyone can kind of hear it real quick. And so it's the last thing on their mind when you're done.
Yeah, absolutely. So May 6th, we're inviting any and everybody to come out and join us at the Hangar in downtown Greensboro. We're going to be raising money for the Baptist Children's Home of North Carolina. And we intend to have a good time and have a great fellowship. So join us. Absolutely join us.
There you go. That's it. Just come join them. Just come hang out, everybody. I think that's a great message, and it's simple and right to the point.
Yeah, and once again, one of the most important things about this whole event is to make sure that tickets will not be sold at the door, and for registration and everything. So make sure you guys go to. All right, so you say here on your page, visit your link tree. What is the website? Where do people need to go? Like I'm.
Okay.
There's a link tree in his Instagram, and then from that you can find all the we'll break it down, and we will find the actual individual websites, and we'll post it in the show notes. That's where it lives.
I just found it. So
every member, if you go to our chapter's Instagram or any member's Instagram, you should find that link tree and be able to register and buy your tickets.
I just posted it in the chat, so it's quite lengthy and stuff what I found real quick. But if anyone clicks on that link, it'll take you to register and to buy tickets for everything. So I just want to make sure. I will also put that front and center in the show notes.
Sweet.
And that way people.
Right?
Yep.
Well, Chris, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming by and sharing all the information about Beards for Beds 2023 beard competition. Like you said, coming up May 6th, Greensboro. Everybody come check it out.
Yeah, looking forward to it, guys.
Yeah, man. I'll see you in a couple weeks.
All right, see you.
See you.
Bye, Chris.
That was good.
Yeah, that was good. But here you go. Here's the even easier one, truncated one. Just hangar1819.com/event/72. And that will get you registered for the event and everything. Like I said, it's $20.
And I'm sure if you show up and they're not going to turn you away, you're just going to have to buy the ticket from that link before you come in. That's all. It's not like a pre thing. Like, oh, you didn't buy your ticket Friday at noon. You're out of here. But now they'll let you in. You just, gotta buy your ticket from the website. That's all.
Yeah. So here's what it looks like if you go to, like I said, hangar1819.com/event/72. You just go here, click on buy ticket. And here, starting at $19. We have general admission. Then you have your group tickets. So if you have a group of 8 or more, I believe he said, tickets are a little less. And then here's some information about the event. So there you go.
Lots of good information.
So much good information. And let's continue giving really good information because we now need to bring up some information about the WBMA.
Yeah, so I was instructed to bring this up tonight, so I'm going to bring it up tonight. So if you are part of the WBMA, listen up. So an email was sent out. They are opening. It's going to be for the bid for vice president. There's 2 positions available, and there's 2 bids in there for the 2027 Worlds. So be on the lookout for that email. If you're part of the WBMA and you didn't get the email, just reach out to Brian Nelson via email or Messenger or something, and just let him know, hey, you're part of the WBMA, didn't get the email. But if you are part of it, just check that email because we're going to be voting for a vice president in Germany and picking out the 2027 World Beard Mustache Championship location. So a lot of good stuff in that email. So check it out.
And then don't forget, everyone, nationals. Don't forget that your tickets are available at nationalbeardchampionships.com. Go over there and get registered for the 2023 National Beard and Mustache Championship presented by, of course, Honest Amish, because why not?
Because why not? Yeah, so I got a bunch of stickers. I'm going to have them with me at RVA, bunch of national stickers. So, come see Andrew at the Honest Amish booth because I'll be judging, and he'll have those stickers and hand them out accordingly. But more hotels have been added to the website. I think it's not the Carolina Grand, whatever the Grand one is, Daytona Grand, I assume.
Grand Piano.
There it is. The Grand Piano. That's the one that I remember, but it seems like that's the one that most people are kind of staying at. I know that the rooms were all kind of booked out, but now they opened up some more. So if you're looking for a room for nationals, just get back on the website and click on it. And if there's an issue, you can reach out to me and I will get it taken care of.
And last but not least, go sign up at the Beard Team USA website, and you can get the latest newsletter of what's going on in the everything by going to beardteamusa.org/subscribe. And are you running for an office, guys?
Yeah,
I don't run.
So yeah, Scott doesn't run, but to answer your question, Stephanie, I'm running for vice president of the World Beard and Mustache Association, along with Patrick Dawson, Christine Hackman, and I'm one of our friends from France with a really long, hard to pronounce name. Not gonna try it.
Not gonna do it.
Guillermo is not Gerdum Runoff. Yeah, something like that. I knew it was close. Perfect. Nailed it. First try. But yeah, so there's 4 of us running for 2 positions. And yeah, worlds. I don't know how much of this am I supposed to talk about this? Brian said talk about it. So the 2027 bids are going to be between a location in France and Blackpool, England. I don't know exactly the name of the town in France. I don't speak French, but yeah. So France or England essentially is the 2 WBMA 2027 locations that's on the docket for June 12th. So yeah, that's what we got going on in WBMA news. And you still want to do this beer calendar?
Absolutely. We have to. We have no choice.
We have no choice. All right. So we're going to get into this. Here we go.
Let's get into it. Everyone, the May Beard Calendar presented by thebeardcalendar.com and Talking Beards. If you guys want any information on any of the competitions that are coming up in the near future, go to thebeardcalendar.com. There's a list of all the events that we've been informed of or found or whatever is over at thebeardcalendar.com. So if you want to know more, go there and check out tonight as we talk about the beard calendar for April.
All right, let's get into this first one. We just covered this in great lengths over the last few minutes. This is Beards for Beds. It's coming up May 6th in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Yeah, so just go back and listen to Christopher talk all about this. Once again, May 6th at the Hangar, 1819 Greensboro, North Carolina, to benefit the Baptist Children's Home of North Carolina. Big, though, big. Make sure you buy your tickets at the link. You cannot get the tickets at the door. So
no tickets at the door unless you just buy them at the door. But you got to buy it on the website. So
yep.
Next up, you ready?
Oh my gosh, so I'm so ready.
We have another Bearded Villains event that's coming up in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Well, East Ridge, Tennessee, but Chattanooga adjacent. Scott Sikora. What do you know about this one?
So this is going to be a fundraiser benefiting the East Ridge Needy Child Fund. There's going to be about 5 different categories, 1 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 12, over 12, styled beard and mustache. Kids are allowed. So this is a family-friendly event, May 6th at 4 p.m. And it will be at the Level Up Arcade and Billiards.
Very nice. So you have options. And those, if you live in Chattanooga, you can go check that one out.
I like options.
And if you live in Chattanooga, there's 2 back-to-back weekends. So
what?
I know. We'll get into it here in a minute. But here's the next one. You ready for this one?
Well, I mean,
Beardo,
I'm kind of ready. I mean, I don't really have a lot of information on this one. There's an auction for charity, beard competition, May 5th, the meet and greet. This was Ohio Villains. Look at that.
Yeah, all on the same day. I was going to bring this up. Like, maybe they should coordinate so there's not 3 villain events really close to one another on the same day. A little bit of coordination probably would have helped this one a lot.
Yeah, but just because their states are like kind of close doesn't mean they're close, though.
Chattanooga and Greensboro are like very close. But, hey, whatever,
Hey, Hey,
That's it.
whatever.
So, whatever, man. So yeah, that one. If you're close to the Grizzly Bird Brewery up there in Ohio, then you can go check that one out.
Okay, sounds great.
May 6th. If you're in Texas, Scott Sikora, you're in Texas.
I ain't. Can you believe that?
Oh my gosh.
This
It
is
the North Texas Beard Alliance presents Revenge of the Beards. Competition will be at noon. It's May 6th. So I mean, really, you could make both events if you just ran super fast, probably.
Yeah. So if you guys are in the Dallas Fort Worth area, this is a great one to go to. It is at Lola's Trailer Park. If you
The new location.
Yeah. So we in the past, Aaron and I, you were judge at that one too,
Yeah,
right?
we judged together last year.
Yeah, this is a good one. It's presented by Mad Viking. Competitor tickets are $20. If you want to do more than one category, it's an extra $10. But yeah, there's 13 different categories, and this year's proceeds will be donated to the Cancer Care Services of Fort Worth. Lots of really great categories. They have a cool special category called the Texas Red Beard, which is really cool. So if you have a big, bright red beard, they got a category for you. So come check this one out.
Come check it out, especially if you live in Texas. It's right there. It's in Texas, so you might as well.
It is.
Right?
You might see me there.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna be at 2 different events.
But
together.
This is a heads up for anyone. If I am there, I will not shake anyone's hands.
Ooh, because you're having hand surgery a few days before, right?
I'm not getting hand surgery. I'm getting steroid shots in my hands.
Same thing.
So, yeah, but virtually. It feels about the same.
All right. So don't shake Scott's hand on May 6th. Thank you. Do not. All right. Coming up. Oh, next weekend or the following weekend, May 13th. The Utah Villains presents the Mother of Beard Competitions fundraiser for suicide prevention memorial. What do you know about this one, Scott Score?
All right. Registration is from 5 to 6. Doors are $10. But if you want to enter a category, it's $20. What can we say? It's about the average price.
Mm-hmm.
And as Aaron said, it's to raise money for Suicide Prevention Memorial. It says here a new community project creating the world's largest suicide prevention ribbon with plans of a 360-foot wide by 4-foot tail ribbon. That's cool. It says created by 6-foot wide by 4-foot wide sections that will be signed by survivors struggling and lost names of our community to know that by banding together, we will live on and fight together. So that's really cool. So there's a few categories to this one too. 0 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 12, 12 plus, a whiskerina, and a freestyle. And looks like we have a couple bands playing too as well.
Yeah, and this will be at the Ice House there in Murray, Utah. There was an event there last year. We were there about this time last year, so it wasn't a villains event, but it's still got a cool stage and all that good stuff and food and all the things. So yeah, the Ice House is a pretty cool place.
It is.
It is. So be prepared. Remember what I said earlier? There's 2 events in Chattanooga back-to-back weekends.
Oh my gosh.
This is the second one of the back-to-back weekends. So
bacon,
beard, and stash competition sponsored by Bear Lawson Beard Co. May 13th. What else do we know about this one, Scott?
Are you how about a proud owner of a glorious beard? Do you have what it takes to win the first ever Bacon Festival beard competition? If so, they want you to join this exciting day of fun and festivities. This is the inaugural Bacon Fest beard competition, and they're looking for the most impressive beards in town. They will have, their categories will be, beard, mustache, partial beards and goatees. This is the same thing. Whiskerina. This is a cool one. Summer Santa. So if you want to dress like a Santa in the summertime, that's it. Sexiest. That's a good one. And then last but not least, body beard. So if you got a Speedo, this is probably where you want to do it. So
probably. But
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
this is put on by Gather Up Events. Martin Pippin is I don't know. He worked for him. I don't know if he owns it, but I'm pretty sure he does. But Martin Pippin was on the show. He was the one that did the Gatlinburg beard competition that we talked about a couple years ago, probably pre-COVID, so maybe 3 years ago. But they're back in action now. They didn't do it in Gatlinburg, but they did it in Chattanooga, and they're going to do their thing down there in the Bacon Festival. So go check that out. I might be there. Maybe.
You might.
Maybe. All right. So we got some online competitions coming up. So they're, back to the whole COVID days. We had, I felt like every weekend there was an online competition there for a little bit. We took a break from it, but we've got a couple coming up in the month of May. So let's help out these online competitions because, they're still giving money to a good cause. This one is the Bearded Family Network event, the Desert Beard Battle. I would say it's out there in the desert, but it's not. It's online. So they did a live event last year, and this year things just didn't come together for Emily and company out there. So they decided instead of not doing an event, she just stuck it online May 13th. And I think I think it's already on the beard calendar for next year. I think it's February. So there'll be a live event again. What else do you know about it, Scott?
It's a benefit for the diving devil dogs. And what else do I know about it? There's really registrations up. You can go to the Facebook page and there's some links on there. So I don't really there's not a tremendous amount of information for this available at the moment, but if you just search for Desert Beard Battle 2023 online competition, you can get all the information you need for Emily's competition.
There you go. So it's online competition. Go find the event page, pay the entry fee, send in your picture, and sit back and watch it, or however that online competition goes. They're all different. I don't know how that one's going to go, but check it out.
Check it out.
This one, we've got some beef about this event. And we're gonna dive into it with next week's guest, Ray Norcross. So he's gonna listen to this and he's just gonna stress for a week what the beef is. So I don't want to talk about what the beef is, but we got beef with this event. So so this is the Bearding Without Borders beard and mustache competition. What else do we know about it, Scott Score?
Registration starts at 2. Competition starts at 3:30. Cost will be $15, and it is a benefit to raise money for the Kentucky Lyme Disease Association. I'm assuming that that's in regards to crayon.
Absolutely. So this is part of the thing that Ray Norcross is doing, and I think it's really amazing. He's picked up that charity that Crayons used to give money to and whatnot, and work with the Lyme disease, and he's just keeping the memory alive, and this is going to be a cool event. It's right there in Harrodsburg, Kentucky, just an hour south of Cincinnati, I think, something like that. So if you're in the area, come check it out. We'll definitely be there. So come check it out, and we'll learn all there is to know about this event next week with Ray Norcross on our show.
Awesome.
Now this one, I'm going to, you've got this one. There's all the information possible about this event, Scott Sikora. The
Opies.
The Opie's beard competition out there somewhere in England somewhere. I don't know. What do you know about this one, Scott?
It's the Dunstan Green Farm in Reading, United Kingdom. And this is a reoccurring event. There's going to be live music, a charity raffle, trade stall, street food, and some beers. So that's really kind of all we really know about this event. It's Saturday, May 20th at 4:30. Once again, but not here time, over in the time over there in
England time,
United Kingdom.
Yeah, Matt Wall time. So yeah, I'm sure all of our England friends know all about this event, and you should poke whoever's doing the event page to add more information on it, so we know more about it. But I'm sure you guys know all about it, and it's going to be an amazing event, I'm sure, over there in the UK. All right. So we got this poster in. This isn't a beard competition, but it's, our bearded friends are putting on an event. So we're just going to help them out and do what we can do to promote it and show off this amazing poster. Let's just take a moment to this poster's awesome. I love it. It's got a pig on it, Scott.
Yeah. So this is what the event is. It's raising funds and awareness for the Autism Society of Cumberland County. $5 barbecue plates. There's going to be vendors, live music, a couple bouncy houses, obstacle courses, and an all veteran group being scheduled to jump in. They're going to be jumping out of planes. That's really cool. 100% donated. Since the first pig picking was held in 2012, they've raised over $96,000. Can you believe that?
Awesome, man. Cape Beard really they raise so much money. Cape Beard is, if you need to get a group and they're like, hey, we need to raise a ton of money, Cape Beard is where it's at, because those guys are amazing at doing what they do. For sure.
For sure.
All right, you ready for this one?
Maybe.
All right, so this is the second online competition that'll be coming up in the month of May. This is Talking Beards, the club, the competition, volume 3. It's online only, May 27th. I think we're going to do it at 7 p.m. Eastern. That seemed like a pretty good time. So
still not loud enough. The volume needs to be at 11.
Mine?
No, you idiot. The competition, volume 3.
Oh, yeah. Well, we need to turn it up. Well, we've got 7 more years to get to 9 for sure. But yeah, man, this is our online competition. We're going to do it like we've done it before. We're going to utilize FHL. We just got to get that set up with Brett still, but we'll do it. And I know there's some sort of issue with the FHL and Android phones, so we'll figure all that out. You don't necessarily have to have FHL to make it work. You just got to donate whatever you can donate and then send a picture to us, and we'll figure out the rest for you. But that's it, man. We're going to have actual judges this time instead of being fan voted. We've got 5 judges. We've been announcing them over there on the page. We'll meet up early in the morning. We're going to do all the voting on the FHL, and then we'll get it all set up and make cool pictures. And me and Scott will go live at 7 o'clock for a couple hours, and we'll give all the winners.
And Aaron will eat something hot, because that always seems like that's what we do.
I could probably eat something hot. I've got something here.
I heard a trick, Aaron, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh my gosh.
This will probably help you.
Okay, I can't wait for a trick. But yeah, maybe I'll eat this hot gummy bear. I have a super hot gummy bear. Maybe we'll incorporate that into the event. But we're raising money for Josh Druin, and he's looking for a new kidney, and we're gonna help him out. We're gonna do what we can. So.
And it's a donation entry fee. So this is what we kind of came up with during the first online one that we did back during COVID, knowing that people were struggling with, not working, and, it was hard for people to, even at the time trying to go to an event, but, $20 is sometimes a little steep. So if you have $5, $2, whatever you're willing to donate, we would greatly appreciate. If you want to do 100, that's even cool too. So, but
that's right. So we've already got a handful of people already registered. There's a link on the event page. Click the Eventbrite link, pick your category, donate whatever you can, and then send us a picture, and you're done. Super easy. That's all. That's it. Super easy. And last, but certainly not least, you ready?
Well, yeah, I'm ready.
Let's learn everything there is to learn about this one, Scott Sikora.
All right. The Ballarat Beard and Stash Competition is an annual event celebrating all forms of facial hair. There's a category for everyone, whether it's styled mustache or big beard. You will find an array of entertainment, music, craft beard, whiskey tasting, and plenty of delicious food. It is featured at the Ballarat Heritage Weekend and highlights the rich history, Ballarat, and bearded pioneers of the past and present. Now, this takes place over, not in the United States, of course. Where's it at, Aaron? You said
it's in Australia somewhere.
So they have a few different categories. Full beard, natural, full beard, 20 centimeters to infinity. Full beard natural, 10 centimeters to 20. Verdi, which is styled, and 10 centimeters and under. Partial beard, mustache, and freestyle. So those are the 6 categories they have. So it's a weird put together, but I mean, things are different over there. Everything's upside down and backwards. So
yeah, their toilets flush wrong and everything. But yeah, if you're in Australia, go check it out. Looking at you, Blake Senor. You're the only Australian person I know.
Wow. So yeah, so that's it for the May beard calendar. So don't forget, guys and gals, if you are interested and want to know more about thebeardcalendar.com, go to thebeardcalendar.com and check out all the events for the rest of the year and even into next year. And if you have an event that you want to share with us, make sure you submit it there and we will get it up there and we will talk about it next month if it is going on in June.
Yeah, please send your information about your events as early as possible. I'm already starting to fill it up for next year, so that's a big difference than where we were at 1 year prior. So yeah, we're filling up 24 pretty quick, and get your event in. Even if you don't have an event page ready, but 100% the venue's booked, let's just get it on there and we'll just put to be announced around it.
And you know what, Aaron?
What? You did it.
And that was another exciting episode of Talking Beards that we just completed. Look at that.
We did it. Gosh, episode number 213 of the live show in the books. Episode number 291 of the podcast. 9 more episodes and we're at 300 for the podcast. I remember back when just episode 48 was the greatest episode of the podcast ever created, but now there's tons of them that are the greatest episodes because I'm involved.
That is true.
I'm in like at least probably around 213 episodes.
This is you right now.
Podcast. Explaining it to you, and you're just like,
"Yep, I know what you're talking
about. Why are
the
numbers different?" I'm like, Scott, you started the podcast before Talking Beards, and you're like, I don't remember. That was a long time ago.
I know it was a long time ago. 2015, man. It was coming up on 10 years almost. I can't believe that.
2 whole hands of years you've been podcasting.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so I'm Scott Sakura. Thank you guys for checking the show out. You can go find more information by going to talkingbeards.com. Subscribe to the podcast, follow us on YouTube, and make sure you guys do all that fun stuff like sharing it with everyone you know.
Everyone.
Because we love it when you share it.
Just looking at you, Robert Mevick.
Yep. It's like she says, share, share, share. So,
share it.
And one last thing, because this is who we are and this is what we do. HonestAmish.com. Make sure you use Talking Beards as your promo code to get 15% off.
There you go.
All right. Thank you, everyone. And Aaron.
That's it. I'm Aaron D. Johnston. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you next week with Ray Norcross from Bearding Without Borders.
Sharon is Karen.
Sharon is Karen. Everybody, have a great night. Okay, bye.